What's up, y'all? We're here with another episode of Clearly Cultured, and we got a very special guest, legend from Texas, man, Lil Flip, in the building with us. What's up? How you doing?
What up? What up?
Hey,
I'm back in the city, man. I've been on tour with Janae, and we back.
What? How's the tour going? How was
Serendipity.
It? Yeah?
Yeah, it's been great, man. We've been having a blast. I started a web series called Life on the Road. Where I'm seeing Floyd with the clover right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the clovers, we everywhere. But I got a web series called Life on the Road where I document what's going on because we be joking all day in the car, and I feel like the fans need to see the fun that we have and what we do to prepare for a show. So it's been dope.
Ooh. I feel like the behind the scenes is dope because you came up with an era where we really didn't get to see the behind the scenes. You know, we didn't have smartphones. What do you think about it now that like everything is captured so easily?
I think it's dope, man, and I wish, even though we didn't have the smartphones, but we had cameras and stuff, I wish we recorded more like moments that I had like with Screw and just on the road, man, because we had some dope moments, man. We had some dope moments. Just me having ciphers with Hawk and Pokey, RIP to both of them, in Yellowstone, and they was trying to double team me, you know what I'm saying? Like we was battling it. It was dope. So it's some moments that stuck in my mind that I wish we got to capture or whatever, but now I'm capturing more moments because you never know. Life's short.
And I'm glad you're speaking to that. What do you think gives you the ability to be around so long and have longevity in the game?
Well, I don't let the money change me. I don't love money. So every decision I make is not based on money. You know what I mean? I stay working with the underdogs. I stay working with the youth. I never be on some, oh, yeah, I made it, I'm not helping you. Like, tonight, well, I know this ain't going to come out before the show, but tonight, like, feuds is bringing me out to perform. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to come out and do Sunshine. You know, his fan base is mainly women. So for Drake to sign somebody from Dallas, you know what I'm saying, and them reach out to me like, man, OG, we want you to come out. So I'm off. I just so happen to be in town. So when I leave here, I'm about to go to the studio. Me and Ro, we about to finish up Kings of the South Part 2, and then I'm going to go do that with feuds, and then who knows where the wind go blow. So I stay active. I stay working. You know, a lot of people be on their high horse when they make it and sell millions of records, and don't want to do stuff for, you know, cheaper or free sometimes, because marketing, like, sometimes if you pay for something, they'll charge you millions of dollars, and sometimes you can do something that's worth millions of dollars, right? So I'm aware that if I go stand on the stage with somebody who's in a whole different era and generation of me, all these people that are holding their phones, they're going to be filming. So I'm going to end up on however many followers they all got. So, you know, 400,000 social media people just saw me just for going to this one show. So I think like that, they're doing the promotion for me as well, you know? So I just stay active, bro. And when you help people, you plant all these different seeds. These seeds, they come back, and you never know when you go be able to get paid off of it. I've done concerts for frats, and they book me, and then like 4 years later, they'll book me again, and God be like, oh yeah, my big brother booked you, man. He put me on your music, so we want to book you. Right. And then you do it, and then like 9 years later go by, you get booked by the frat again. Hey man, my uncle booked you. I'm in the frat now. So I've got booked by multiple frats, by brothers and uncles and different stuff like that. So you just never know what happens. So I stay working. I keep the mind frame that I had when I came in the game. Like I didn't let the fame change me. I still hustle the same way like I'm broke. I go to a club, I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to go to the DJ and say, what's up to the DJ, and then I'm going to go to my section. You know what I mean? Like, so I still do what got me here.
And I'm glad you said that. Like you came in the game. For the people that don't know, like Young Jazz.
Hold on now. What's the question first?
How did you get in the game?
Okay.
I was there.
That's fair.
Yeah, you was born, what, 2000?
Yeah, just about.
2009?
What?
Nah,
yeah, let's go with that.
That's funny.
Nah, but what was the question?
How did you get in the game?
Multiple things. I mean, we gonna start out with God. You know, put me here, God. Then my grandmother, was, rest in peace, the choir director. So she played the piano. You born in my family, you singing in the choir. You know what I'm saying? My dad sung in the choir. Everybody, my homies, you come stay at my house, you in the choir. You might not know the words, you better ad-lib. So doing that, being in studios, being around, doing talent shows, battles, like just all of that, was the catalyst for me to be where I'm at, being from Cloverland, hooking up with the Bonnie Boys, DJ Screw, and everybody else. So just the work ethic, I was always ready because I played sports. So every sports, and then sports, boxing, martial arts. So every sport I played, I was the team captain. So I know how to lead. I could take a group of whoever, different type of, body sizes, mental capacities, and we go work, we go win. So it's the drive, man. It's the people that raised me. I look and mimic what they did, and they always had stuff going on, and you got to hustle. One day you might have to sell cars. Next day you selling popcorn.
That's right.
Oh, what
I
you
brought y'all
got?
some of my popcorn too, man.
You got your own popcorn?
Yeah, man.
What's the flavor on this?
This is the sour cream. I got
Because I can tell it.
cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
I got cheeseburger.
Does it have meat though?
Man,
Look at her. You're a big meat eater.
I'm a fake vegan, so.
straight up. There you go, brother. But yeah, this is the sour cream one right
Okay,
here.
yeah, look, give me the sour cream.
Yeah, man.
Sour.
Hey, and speaking of which, how'd you come with the name Lil Flip?
In multiple ways. I used to do flips all the time.
What?
Like, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
Yeah, Shasta, he betted me like, this is probably like 15 years ago, if I could still do it. He bet me $100 and I went and did it. But yeah, I used to do flips. So that was
What's your favorite sport than watching Olympics and stuff?
my favorite sport in general.
Have you been watching?
I have not.
Oh.
I seen like the highlights.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean? Like I get to see the highlights or whatever. But then I saw some of the gymnastics though. I did see some of that. But basketball, playing is basketball. To watch, boxing.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I like to see the art of you getting hit or missing your punch by like half an inch. I just love the art of that, man. Boxing is a very mental thing.
Who's your favorite boxer?
Well, my alias is Flip Mayweather, so Floyd Mayweather, Ali.
What about currently fighting right now?
Currently now, Tank, Crawford, Canelo. Man, I saw some dude, man. I like Boots. Boots hard. He can fight. Somebody else that fought. I don't know his
Shakur?
name. Nah. Oh yeah, I like Shakur too. It was somebody with some dreads or something. He had a fight the other day. I forget his name. Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you like her? Yeah, she's
Alicia Baumgartner. Like I like the ladies boxing as well. I love it, bro. It's dope. I wish more fights would happen with the people we want to see fight. A lot of times the money and the politics get in the way, but I feel like if you claim to be the best, fight the best.
And in one particular time, you had fighters, didn't you?
Correct. I managed few fighters and MMA fighters and stuff, and I actually part owner of a team called the Houston Hitmen. It's a team boxing sport. Season just ended, man. We almost made it to the playoffs. We lost by 1 point. It's team boxing. It's like 18 rounds of boxing, and it's a different person box each round. You box one round, and then you get to the money rounds. Then the coach can pick somebody else to do it. Austin Trout is our coach. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, so you got to get on to it. It's team comeback league boxing. Our team is called the Houston Hitmen. The season is over now, but we got to win next season, man. So we working.
I like how we're going from topic to topic. Let's go back to Leprechaun,
Yes.
Lil Flip.
How'd you get the name Leprechaun? Where'd it come from?
Multiple reasons, but let's start with I'm born in March. I'm born March 3rd, so most people in March, we embrace St. Patrick's Day, Leprechaun. So I'm born in March. Favorite cereals, Lucky Charms. One of my favorite movies is The Leprechaun. I'm from Cloverland. You know what I'm saying? I love gold. You don't play with a leprechaun, gold. He's nice until you play with his gold. That's me, So just all those dynamics just... And then my mama used to call me that too because I would always want Lucky Charms. And she's like, you little leprechaun, you eat so many. Because I would always want the clovers,
Right.
And she was like, you go turn into a leprechaun. So she called me that as a kid, like literally because I love Lucky Charms. I just wanted to eat the marshmallows. So I go through the box and take.
It's the best part.
Yeah, 90% of the marshmallows and,
what was your mindset with the cover of that album? Because that was an iconic album cover. I mean, at the time, it was just so ahead of everybody else.
Man, R.I.P. the Black Cat, Clyde, Brazil. I basically told him, like, hey, my favorite cereal is Lucky Charms. So usually with my album covers, I'll draw like a sketch and then I'll give it to him. And then we'll go from there. So came up with an idea, hey, I want to do it like this, and boom, 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 gave it to him, and we combined, and here we go, you know?
That was an incredible album. Jazz listened to it today. This is
For
her
real?
first time.
Okay.
Oh my God!
What you think?
No, I thought it was great. I definitely thought it was definitely ahead of its time because it was in 2000, right?
Right, and I rapped back then. I'm 18, and I got a Bentley truck. And then 20 years later, Bentley truck came out, you know?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, this was when he was 18 in 2000.
Yeah.
Did you hear the song with him, ESG?
Yep. Sure
And
did.
Slim Thug?
Yeah, I was cooking to the whole thing today, bro. I was like, this man is cooking. For real, for real. Okay, wait, speaking of music, I know we're going all over the place. Let's go back to Sunshine.
Let's go.
So how did the whole, like, you and Janae start working together, you being on the tour, her using the sample, like, how did all that stuff come about?
Man, well, what had happened was somehow her manager got in touch with FA.
Hey.
Yeah, like I don't know if he hit him or I think he hit FA up and we just made it work. You know, it went from do one day to doing multiple dates, and it was cool because Tiger remade Sunshine, and every time I would go to LA, Tiger would message me like, hey bro, where you at? I'm like, I'm in LA. He's like, man, I'm thinking about remaking your record, man. Then he hit me and I did it, blah, blah, blah. And so we went out to LA, did the video. So R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, you know, Pop Smoke on the record. Me, Janae, Tiger, Pop Smoke, like in the video. Obviously, they had to use footage of Pop Smoke, but I was able to be in the video. So for somebody to take one of my classics and do it and have a quality video, and because sometimes you can mess a song up, or you can do good, or you can do great. You know what I'm saying? And I think they executed, and I just became a fan of Pop Smoke probably like a month before he died. So R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, man. The smoke never clears, man.
Are there any new artists that you actually want to work with? Because I'm sure everybody want to work with you, but anybody that you have your eyes on that you think is hard right now?
Well, I won't say. Well, okay, so let me just say, the artist that of all time I want to work with is Sade. You know what I'm saying? And then Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? He promised me a verse on Drink Champ, so I'm still waiting on my verse, Jada. You know, that's my guy, you know what I'm saying? He did verses, man, and I know them prices went up, you know what I'm saying? I know, but I want to get my Jadakiss verse and do something with Sade. But new artists, I'm a big fan of Moneybagg Yo. I did a record with Moneybagg Yo on my King Life album like 5 years ago. I love Money Man music. I be jamming Money Man. I had to bounce up for a check. That's like my daily song. I jam when I get up. It just motivate me. Money Man, his music just motivate me to get some money. Future, he shouted me out a few times on some of his songs. Screwed Up, Game Over, Lil Flip. I forgot. I think it was on Dirty Sprite, and then he did like a flip to my song Game Over on this album that had Mask Off. Like, so, you know, the shout outs, I think that'd be dope doing something with Future, and he loves our culture as far as, you know, the double cups and the H-Town shit. He always showing love. So Future, hard. Who else? Female wise, I like what Lotto doing.
For sure.
I like the energy Sexy Red come with.
Oh yeah.
Like she ain't afraid to be herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she had fun with it, you know. Ice Spice dope. Cardi dope. I like Kodak Black, man. Kodak Black dope, man. I fuck with Kodak. It's a lot of artists I jam, man. I've been doing a lot of music with 24 Hours, Made in Tokyo Brothers, so we got some stuff going. But
what about this new era of Texas artists? What are some of these new Texas artists that are on your radar right now?
I mean, Mexican OT. The fact that he's managed by, you know, Fee and affiliated with, you know, B Dunn and them.
Absolutely.
And Greg, you know, Gutter, you know, Squad Up, you know, that's my homie. So Fee was in Squad Up, you know. So it's all family. So to see Mexican OT do his thing, and then I be seeing Mexican OT a lot and chopping it up with his dad. You know,
Shout out Chuck too.
Yeah, I'm real big on having my dad with me too. So I think that's a great thing to have your dad there, because when you got the right kind of father who's not there because of money, they're there to make sure their son is okay and safe. So that's dope.
Have you had any?
Peso's my guy too.
Have you had any interactions with OT yet?
Yeah, we did like some photo shoots and been at some events and concerts. Yeah, we always shot. We've been in the studio together. We wasn't working. He was doing some stuff with Zero when I was at the studio that time. But yeah, I'm one of them people, like, I like to build a relationship. I don't like to be like, oh, you're hot now, let's do a record. It's kind of like I'll build a rapport with you, and if a record happens, it happens. But I'm happy just rooting for you repping H-Town, you know? Right. And I fuck with Peso too, and I fuck with Sauce. Everything Sauce doing, like working, everything. We have conversations behind the scenes, and everything he told me he was going to do, he did. And
I'm glad you said that, because I saw you work with Rizzo, and I was like, how did this happen?
Man, Rizzo is my brother, man. 2005. Well, I don't know what year he did his interview, but like it was some things going on in 2005, and it was one of them, you know, pick a side, draw your line in the sand, and some people were afraid to ride for their home team, and some people was not. And Rizzo was one of the people, him and Propane. They was on camera, you know. These people would say some shit and.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Can I ask what happened? Because I don't know.
I don't want to bring it up.
Okay. Somebody tell me after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. But just the bottom line, he wasn't afraid to say, hey, man, I fuck with Flip.
Those two, Propane and Rizzo.
Yeah, I fuck with Flip. We riding with Flip. And say it with cameras in your face and say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so Propane always show love anytime he called me and need me to do something, and he make songs. Man, I shouted you out on this song. He bring me out. I perform with him. So, like, Rizzo, my guy, man. We did a whole project called The Leprechauns. We dropped it on St. Patrick's Day. And he did an album called The Leprechaun like a year before that. He was like, man, I'm about to do an album called Leprechaun, man. It's like paying homage to you. Yep. And we got a record on that called Clovers. We did a video to that. So, yeah, Rizzo, my dog, man. We did a whole album. We did it in 2 days. That shit was dope. And Fred on them in Guam, they produced majority of that, and Louis Sachi.
It's another rapper that moved to this city, a big rapper, and you were like one of the first people that put me on to him. His name is 50 Cent. How did that relationship start?
Man, 50, my guy, man. That's my brother, man. So me being an artist who cares about lyrics and lyricism and, you know, coming up with metaphors and punchlines, like, when I wanted to take over the world, I knew I had to take over New York. And so, like I say, in fighting, you want to be the best, you got to fight the best, right?
Right.
You want to be the best artist, you got to rap with the best. You got to collab with the best. They got to hear you rapping. So we linked up. I already knew Buck, you know what I mean? So I'm on Buck's Welcome to Cashville. We got a record called Welcome to the South, me and him and David Banner. But me and 50, we did a freestyle on the Like a Pimp beat. It's me, 50, and Lloyd Banks. It's like on the net. You know, it's on one of these mixtapes we put out a long time ago. So we got to doing that, and then got cool with Who Kid. Who Kid hosted one of my mixtapes called Houston Is Mine. I'm on like 3 G-Unit mixtapes, like songs with Snoop and stuff. Like, so we built our relationship. I did a few, you know, dates, concerts with 50, and when I see him, it's Number Love. I've been to thisis50.com and all that. So, and we've been through similar stuff. And we have conversations on why we so relentless. And if you think about all the stuff we've been through, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Think about what 50 did with his career after, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The tragic night of what happened to him.
Right.
You think about my mind frame after what happened to me, right? Like, either it makes you reckless or it make you even more, you know what I'm saying, smart and wise on how you maneuver. So,
you maneuver. I hate to bring this up, but I forgot that you got shot.
Me too.
I never even thought about it until you said that. Because in my mind, I'm just like, I mean, I almost remember that night.
Yeah, me too.
It was in Houston?
Huh?
It was in Houston?
Yeah, it was in Houston. I mean, it was a tragic night.
Yeah.
But he made it, and so until you said that, it triggered my mind, like, what is he talking about?
Yeah. So we talk behind the scenes, like, hey, man, We done been through this. What else can you do to me? So we don't walk around with fear. It's like, hey, we done been through it all.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a new lease of life, and you know.
Did you think like a pimp would be that big with you and David Banner when you first heard it?
Man, did I think it would be that big?
Cause you got a classic verse on there.
Man, I didn't know. I just knew the beat was like dope as fuck. Like I know it was I think it was a beat called Trigger Man. I mean, you know, I think it was like a interpolation or some shit of an older beat or some shit. But I just remember the beat. I was like, man, that shit hard.
How long did it take you to write that verse?
Man, we did that in about 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah, me and Banner, man, we worked.
Come on, man. Give me some of that verse right now. Just a little bit.
15 minutes to drop a track.
Give me some of that. Just a little
by
bit.
the time I hit the door, I saw hoes on the floor. Niggas dressed in suits, tricking all lay dough. Me, I'm a pimp. I ain't paying for no sex. Man, I'd rather buy a car or a new Rolex. and the difference in when I make music, I don't just think, make the song. I'm already thinking video. I'm already thinking concert. So I'll insert certain stuff in my music for crowd participation. So like even on The Way We Bow, when they come on, hey, oh, the crowd says that. Like when I put the line on Like a Pimp, man, the choo choo, like I drop the beat, the crowd says that. When I say like Too Short said bitches ain't shit, I drop the music on that. So I put stuff in there to have the crowd say so they can participate. And it's a formula that I have, and once it got done and I kept hearing it on the radio, I'm like, damn, we got us one, but I didn't know.
Okay, what about 3-6 Mafia?
Which
that was
one?
A hard verse.
Which one? Because I got like 4 records with them Spinners. You talking about Spinners? Okay.
Give me some of that too. I mean, those were incredible verses, and you were like definitely in your bag.
Right. Yeah, man. Spinners, I felt like that was go like just the beat. Like I just felt like it just felt, and then the rims were a new thing, so it was more like a moment in time of what people were riding on. Rims are real big, so when some new rims come out and anthem is for the rims, it's like we got an anthem for the rims. So then that led into the spinning chains, So, but yeah.
Flip, you're bigger than just a rapper, though. You're actually, a lot of people may not know this, you're an astute businessman.
Right.
And, you brought up 50 Cent. 50 Cent has obviously still doing his thing in the rap game, but he kind of ventured out, getting into doing liquor and alcohol, into doing the G-Unit TV, the stuff he's been doing with Power. So I got to ask you, though, because I feel like you were one of the first to the table with it.
Right.
Talk to me about the Lucky Nights deal when you had your own liquor.
Yeah, I had my liquor, man, a while back, man, and that was great. I bought a house off of that liquor. Literally, I got the advance and I took it and went and got a house. And and even back then, because I was in a movie called H-Town Mob, you know what I'm saying, and I had already been experienced in doing movies and being on movie sets. Like when I went to River Oaks Elementary, we was always on some screenplay shit. It was advanced learning going to River Oaks Elementary. So having the liquor, but I wanted to do more movies back then in the 90s, but the people I was partners with, they thought I was thinking too big. And so everything 50 is doing, I'm glad, and I salute him on what he's doing. And I sit back, I be like, damn, I tried to tell my partners, hey, this is what we need to be doing. And so now the fact that I've said, you know what, I ain't gonna wait on nobody. So in the last year and a half, I've shot 5 movies, a series. I directed one movie called Beautiful Pain in Indiana. I'm in a sci-fi movie called Dynasty, so I'm executive producing these things and the movie soundtracks. I'm working on my King Life movie and soundtrack. So I guess I'll tell y'all, I got David Banner on the soundtrack. I got Flow Rider.
Exclusive.
Flow Rider Zero, 24 Hours. And I got a dope record with Method Man.
What?
Oh,
what? You're hearing it here first. Method Man.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. You got so many classic songs and stuff and hits. And nowadays, I feel like we see a lot of artists come and go. And like you said, you have had longevity and stuff. What do you feel like is missing? Or like, is there something that you feel like this new generation is not doing to have that same thing?
I mean, I would say this. They're having fun. I just would say, like, when it comes to confrontation, a lot of times people don't like to talk about stuff and they just go straight to the violence. So I would just say when it comes to like having disagreements with other artists or even people that's on your team, sometimes you got to take the time and have conversations and not be on your ego and be like, hey, I'm the one making the money. You need to just be a yes man. You want to have people around you that's going to tell you they don't like something. You know what I mean? Even if you are paying them. So
people say that, but I don't think they really want that. And when has the last time somebody told Lil Flip, hey, we don't like that? And you took it and you was like, you know what? That person might be right.
Well, I try to make sure I don't make shit people don't like, but I've had people that tell me, you know, they like this better or they want I should go with this single. I'm one of the people I can take constructive criticism. Yeah, like it don't mean I gotta do what you told me, but I'm one of them people I like to know how other people are thinking. You know, even with my music now, I'm used to making up all the hooks, right?
Right.
Lately, like if I'm with a dope singer or hook writer or whatever the case may be, or even when me and Ro was doing Kings of the South, I'm like, what you hear to it? Like, because I probably come up with some other shit, so I feel like it just pushes me further. So lately, I'll let other people come up with the hooks, and so I can just get different energy. And it's a cat named Live Sosa that I'm working with out of Arkansas. He's super dope. And Louis Sachi, he's super dope. And I just signed an artist from Baltimore named Tatiana. She sings, and she's super dope. So we want legendary shit. We don't want local shit.
Speaking of legendary, when you first came up as a young kid, you had the rap fashion industry on lock. Everybody was talking about whatever you did. How do you feel about the culture and how it's going as far as the clothes these days?
What y'all was wearing in this time? Let me just clarify. What was the styles?
What did you wear on your records?
Yeah.
You was talking about, what were you talking about in 1999?
Versace, Calvin Klein, Polo, Hilfiger, Dunhill, Karen, a Money Exchange, Jabos, Jordans, jerseys. You know,
now,
mainly.
check this out. He took me to the store. This fool, I saw him. He had a $10,000 jersey.
Yeah.
A $10,000
How you knew it was
jersey.
$10,000?
We went to the store. I saw it.
In the Galleria, it was a place called, I think, Field of Dreams, and they had all this sports memorabilia on the wall, and they had this jersey called, it said quarterbacks of the century. It was like John Elway, Peyton Manning, somebody else, Joe Montana. It was like 4 quarterbacks that autographed it, and it had a number like one of blah, blah, blah. And it was just a display thing. That's the same jersey I wore in the Way We Ball video. And I wore his $10,000 jersey. It's blank on the front, but quarterback numbers and shit on the back. And then like later on, people started like printing up like knockoffs of that jersey. Like it would be people have that jersey, but it wouldn't be the real one.
Right.
But yeah.
You still got it?
Man, I don't. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, I do not know where that jersey is for the life of me.
And I don't know if you still had your jerseys, but did you feel a certain way when Jay-Z came out with the song and you said, hey, I'm back to wearing my button-up uniforms now? He said, we through with jerseys. Did you feel a way?
He was speaking for himself. Like, he's older than me. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably the mind frame he was in. But what I've learned, bro, when it comes to being emotional in this business and shit, like I don't let a lot of shit get under my skin, because at the end of the day, man, I was already raised and trained and prepared for life in the streets. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna be happy for you. So it's kind of like I don't be letting shit that ain't got nothing to do with me bother me. But you know, to each his own.
Let me ask you about the situation back. I mean, it's a long time ago with T.I. How did that affect you during that time, or when you look back at it now? Do you wish that situation would have been maybe handled different, or that situation shouldn't have been even happened at all?
Man, I mean, of course, I wish it didn't happen. How it affected me, it just revealed some of the people that I already assumed didn't, like me or whatever the case may be, that jumped on the bandwagon, that utilized that opportunity to jump on the bandwagon. So it just kind of revealed, like, okay, well, that's how you've been feeling, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, yeah, I wish it ain't happened, but
have y'all spoken since then?
Yeah, I got his number. We talked shit on the phone. Probably it's been about 2 years now since we talked on the phone, but we had did a record called Shells.com for King Lee, for his company. But yeah, now everything is Clover Steady. Everything is cool.
The thing is, y'all are mature. You grow up, right? So it's like you look at it now. It's like, now I'm in this new era of my life. That was in the past. But bringing up the past, when I see you, I love seeing the screwed up click.
Oh
ended.
yeah.
And the question I know everyone's going to want to know is, how did your relationship with DJ Screw come about?
Like for me, I was everywhere, right? So if you on the scene and you everywhere. We had this place called Cornbreads where everybody go shoot pool.
I remember.
Like that's where everybody went. Like the Caros and the Stadium Bowls and Just Joking comedy clubs. Like when you on the scene, Boomerang, Chocolate Town, like Max's, Oasis.
Look at Jay.
I heard of Max's, all right? I know that one. You said that in the Leprechaun, I know.
So all these places, like you just run into people, right? And then I'm already affiliated, being from Cloverland. And then Al D used to be at some of my battles, and got a DJ named Mr. Gold and DJ Big Red. So I mean, just being on the scene, rapping for him, freestyling for him seeing me with C Note and the Bonnie Boys, and just like, man, I want you in the clique. I want you to come rap. And it never felt like work, Screw was famous, but he never acted famous, you know what I mean? And us being around, it never felt like work, man. So I'm honored, and I'm always represent for DJ Screw, man. R.I.P.
But you know what? I was there, but nobody worked like you. I never forget, seeing you, taking you places, and if you gave somebody a flyer and they threw it down, you pick it right back up.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to somebody else.
Right. And I was just like, this kid is going to make it. He's going to the next level. And I never forget, you made it to the next level, and you had always promised me you was going to give me a chain.
Yeah.
And I never thought about it. One day he gives me the chain, and then he was like, hey, man, we got this video. I'm going to put you in the video. We flew to L.A., and the name of that video is Game Over.
What?
And if you look at the Game Over video, I'm at the beginning of the Game Over video. And from then on, at this particular point, everybody knew me from being on the beginning of his video.
I saw a rumor online. Now, it might not be true, but I heard that they were like, if Donald Trump wins the election, he was going to try to use the song Game Over. Is there a certain amount of money that he would have to pay to do it? Because I know you say you don't do stuff for money, but like if it was like $5 million.
I don't give a damn who used my song. You want to pay me $5 million? Shit, I don't care. Like,
go crazy.
Hey,
man, listen. Business is business. To be paid off of some words that I did 20 years ago, you know what I mean? Hey, shit, holla at me. If it's 5, if it's 3, I don't give a damn.
If it's 1.
Hey, something, it's cool,
he's
man.
using many men right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, so let me ask you.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna vote for this election?
Bro,
Can I ask?
the great part about that shit, man, is I don't even, when it comes to politics and shit like that, I don't even participate in it. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like I voted probably twice in my life. But
Do you remember who you voted for?
No, I don't.
Barack or not that
this
election?
This was a long time ago when I first was able to fucking vote. I don't know who the fuck was in office at that time, but I literally voted probably like once or twice. But
Okay.
yeah. So I don't really.
You didn't vote for Obama?
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
second person,
Okay.
and then I don't remember who the fucking first person was,
Okay.
but it was like, as soon as I was able to vote, I'm like, I can vote.
Straight to the polls.
Stood in the line and shit. I'm like, I voted. But
Okay, that gives me an interesting
politics,
question.
I just kind of stay out of that shit. Like,
And I know this for a fact. I know you're a great dad. So what do you tell your kids? I stay out of politics. I don't vote. Do you tell your kids they should vote, or you don't care if they don't vote? What do you tell your kids?
Well, my younger kids, they like 6, 5.
Right.
They voting for toys right now. we ain't had that conversation. Even my son that's 19, my oldest, we ain't even talked about no politics. We talk about life and jobs and cars and him working and
he works?
going to college. Yeah, he got.
You ain't spoiling?
Nah, we don't do the spoil. We do the you do right. You make good grades. You're supposed to do that anyway. Don't make good grades and expect to get money for it. You need to do that anyway. But I still will reward him sometimes when he send me his report. Hey, I got this, okay. But I'm not going to reward you every time you do what you're supposed to be doing, because that'll condition you to think, if I help an old lady with her bags, I'm supposed to get some money. No, that's just the right thing to do. Right. So we don't do the spoil, and we do handle your business, have the right attitude, we reward you.
And that gets me to asking, You don't never put your kids, you never put your personal life on your social media. And why do you not do that? Over all these years, I've never seen you do it. Really.
I come from the streets, for starters. I come from the area where the things that you love and you care most about, you protect those things. A lot of times people feel like everything that's happening for you or to you is supposed to be, you gotta get on social media, I had a bad day. Like a lot of that shit you can't take back. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So you just putting your personal business every time of what's going on. And these people, I'm famous.
Right.
They didn't want to be famous, so why am I gonna, expose them and have them to where they feel like, damn, oh, that's such and such. Like, nah, I'm famous. I'm gonna deal with the fame and the paparazzi and the people wanting pictures, and y'all live the normal life. That way you can just enjoy life and not have to deal with what I got to deal with.
So none of your kids, none of your women, none of your family has ever pressed you about being on your social media, ever?
Listen, I'm really him. Nobody can control me to tell me what I need to post or do. Like, it's just, yeah, it is what it is.
You said you want them to live a normal life, though. What if your son wanted to rap?
If he wanted to rap, I would support him, and I would make sure I supported him up front and behind the scenes to make sure that he is, taken care of and looked out for.
Okay.
You gotta have extra eyes in here, man. Like, extra eyes when you out here maneuvering is a great thing. It was times I was out doing different stuff and I had people with me. I didn't even know my dad had sent people. He was like, yeah, man, you had a show over here. He said, yeah, I had some people out there looking for you. They was looking out for you. They didn't come say nothing to me or nothing. He said, they was just in the building looking out, So I'm like, damn, you did that? He said, yeah, I'm your dad. Like, I don't care how much money or fame you get, I'm still gonna be your dad, right? No matter. So I'm like, all right, I like that. I fuck with that. So I fuck with my dad. Shout out to my dad because he taught me a lot of shit. And when I make decisions, I be like, all right, what would Big West do? That's what come to my head first.
Okay, last question. Top 5 artists from Texas of all time, your favorites.
Top 5 of all time.
You can put yourself in there too if you want to.
We go with Flip. Roll.
Okay.
We go with Face.
Okay.
We got 2 more spots.
So far, your list is, you can't go wrong with that list.
Top 5. You say from Texas, right? We got to go with Devin the Dude.
Oh, I like that.
Devin the
Didn't
Dude.
expect it, but I like it.
Yeah, I got to go with Devin the Dude.
One more.
Devin the Dude. Man, it's like a fucking tie. It's like between Kiki and Pokey.
Oh.
Like, you feel me? It's like, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
gotta squeeze both of them in there.
I like that.
Hey, what about Chameleon?
Chameleon is my guy. He's my guy. But he didn't put out a whole bunch of music. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Right,
he put out like stuff with, Color Change and Click. Like, if you go to the discography, like, I know he got a lot of mixtapes and shit as well. But I'm just saying, like, Pokey, Kiki, like, they were on so many different records. You see what I'm saying? Now, we talking, we on some top 10 shit, then, then the list, then we start getting the Slims and then, the Cams, like. But yeah, if I got to go top 5, you know what I'm saying? I got to go impact and bars. Mine is judged off of impact, longevity, bars, being able to sound different on different records. You know what I mean? And impact. That impact. If you was around for them impacts, being at them screwed up click shows, when Key performing Pimp the Pen, when Pokey and them and Hawk and everybody on stage performing records off DEA and all this shit, like. And Big Mo, like, it was just a moment to have no radio play like that and have a fucking packed venue and people are singing all of these words. It was some shit that you like Cam say, you wasn't there.
Okay, I like you said that, and we're going to end with this one.
Okay.
The 5 biggest songs that made an impact in the city since you've been, from a kid to right now, the 5 biggest songs to you.
Shit. Mind Playing Tricks on Me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wanna Be a Baller.
Okay.
Mo City Done.
Okay. That's good.
Southside.
Yep.
And then it's like it's either between I Can Do That or The Way We Ball or Sunshine.
I like that.
You know, it's like you pick which one. You pick your poison. Like I Can Do That. I was 18 type shit.
I go with I Can Do That.
You know what I'm saying? the way we ball, I got the deal, and Sunshine was the biggest record, so it's like, but I can do that, you know what I'm saying? The moment of that, and that shit was crazy. And Diamonds in Your Face, them two was like, that show we did when we performed at Hop Hop Pavilion, and you forgot your words.
Oh,
they don't know.
God.
Jazz think this is crazy.
I'm not surprised.
Hey, didn't I open up for Nas?
Yeah, we did that. And when I performed Diamonds in Your Face that night, when it came to my part, bro, they sung that shit so loud. Like, I've done a lot of shows, but that was the loudest that somebody's ever screamed Diamonds in Your Face verse. So shout out to my brother C-Note, Free C-Note. Shout out to BG Duke. Shout out to everybody, Botany Boys. Man, we just had a meeting the other day. And, you know what I'm saying, the neighborhood is back, unified 100%, man. And everybody talked about their differences and, like, grown-ups, grown kings, man. But, yeah.
Hey, Flip, I want to ask you something real quick. What was the best word of advice DJ Screw ever gave you?
He just told me to make sure that I stay being different and to hustle. Because I watched him sell his mixtapes. He say, hey, man, hustle, Flip. He like, don't stop working. Don't get caught up in the fame. Don't get caught. Just stop. Just keep on working, basically. Don't stop working. Create. Whatever got you in the game, keep doing it. So every time you hear Screw tapes, what is his favorite word on there? Know what I'm saying? That was his trademark. So I never stopped doing what I do. I still hustle like I ain't got shit.
You know what's crazy? Even though he passed away a long time ago, right? With 2000, his name lives on, and also it lives on through our culture. And in your hand right now, you have a double cup, right?
Yep.
And obviously, double cup. A lot of people, it's assumed that it could be something else. Obviously, a lot of people don't know that you're actually an owner of a very popular soda company based in Houston called Exotic Pop. So I want to ask you a little something because I seen something just pop up in the news. So you had your own record label. And I guess there was something that y'all used on the soda itself, and he wanted to sue because of that. So how does that work? Because that was essentially your record label, and you're basically using your likeness on a soda on a venture that you're part of.
Right.
How does that happen?
I was 17, so unless you get parental permission from somebody's parents, you can't own pictures of a minor, for starters. You know what I'm saying? So I was 17, 16, 17, you know what I mean? So, and I own my image.
Right.
I own the trademarks to my image. I own the trademarks to that cover. So it was just a situation. I talked a lot about it on the Willie D podcast or whatever, and I had meetings with him as well. But, the lawyers on it. I tried to sit down twice.
You talk to him?
Who?
Him?
Yeah, we had 2 meetings prior to those interviews.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I sat down and gave him olive branches, and it got handled. How the nigga way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I tried to do it the way that Big West wanted me to do it. Now you got to deal with the lawyers. You know what I'm saying? So hey, won't he do it?
Yeah, it's part of the business. And one last thing. You came up also in an era when Pimp C was still alive.
Smoke some, bitch.
How was y'all's relationship, and how did you meet Pimp C?
Man, when you own a scene with the who's, you gonna meet everybody.
What's your favorite memory with him?
UGK is family.
Absolutely.
They're on all of the earlier Botany Boys albums, the black and gray wood strip Suburban that's on the cover of Riding Dirty. That is C-Note from Botany Boys Suburban on Riding Dirty. They're in his car. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But yeah, my favorite moment will always be when I was on the freeway headed to go do a video, 2 videos actually. I was doing one with Crime Boss and Mike Jones, so we was on the way to SF2 to go to the store, and I'm on the freeway. I see a red Bentley. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in a Maybach. I'm like, hey man, follow me. He like, what's up, what's up? I said, I'm finna go do a video. And he said, I'm gonna follow you. So he followed me, and I had to shoot another video, and he was a little tired, so he took a nap like on the couch that was there. He said, man, just wake me up when you're ready, man. And we did that, boom, and woke him up. He made a cameo in the videos, man. But that was just dope to see your partner on the freeway. And then when he got out of jail, everybody wanted verses from Pimp C, so we went to the studio. I think he got on my Use a Trick remix, I think at the time. And he had so many verses to do. He was like, okay, I got to do these verses. All right, he'll do a verse, go in the studio, rip up the paper. You ready, Flip? All right, boom, boom, boom. It was like lines of people just, man, not on no pocket watch and shit, but he had to at least make between $40,000 and $100,000 in that one studio session. I seen him do like 9 verses for different people type shit. Like looking at the list he had.
Hey, and Pimp always preached knocking doors down. So all these years later, 15 years later, do you feel like the doors have finally been knocked down? Do you feel like the synergy of Houston, do you feel like we're finally all coming together? It's not as divisive as it was when you were coming along, when y'all did the Source cover?
Yeah, I feel like it's dope. We got Travis, you know what I mean? Shout out to Travis Scott. We got Don Toliver. We got Sauce Walker, his whole team. Mexican OT. Got the Propanes. What we got? Ken, man.
So
we
it's Houston and good.
We got all these different people,
right.
like a plethora of, the Dice Sohos and it's so much different, diverse music here, and I feel like we are working with each other. Everybody's working with each other in some shape, form, or fashion, and we go keep doing that shit. P.O.P. hold it down, you know what I mean? But R.I.P. to Pimp, man. I feel like Houston is more unified than we used to be, and we just got to keep it going, helping each other, throwing alley-oops to each other, and that's what we doing.
I like that. We're done.
We done, man.
Hey, and if you haven't already seen it, also go check out Lil Flip's On the Radar freestyle, filmed here at the closet with our family from On the Radar. He killed it. I watched you do 3 different instrumentals. I just got to get my man his flowers before we go out here.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
He can do 10 instrumentals. Okay, it's over.
But that's my first time to ever witness that. I love that.
Like, subscribe, and comment, y'all. Thank you for watching Clearly Cultured.
See, this is the thing with family. Family, you just want to keep talking.
We on the porch.
Go, y'all.
We on the porch.
Nah,
right
I
now.
mean,
Yeah, they got to go to the radio.
I mean, just cash at me. We can talk all day. I just want to pop of those platter, man. Nah, it's all good, man. Thank y'all, man. Screwed Up Click. Kings of the South Part 2 on the way. Lil Flip and Zero. Yiddy.